Well, right now I've got two songs that are pretty much finished. One of them more so than the other. I finished it actually today. I just finished the vocals on it, and yeah, that's sort of where it is at the moment. I was hoping to have gotten a little bit more done, but I had some technical problems with my iPad, but it's taken maybe about a week to sort that out and move everything over to a new one so I can carry on working. So every track really starts off with a simple idea or some sort of soundscape. So really it's just about building on that idea, coming up with the next part, maybe looping it a lot in the DAW and just kind of getting a feel for it, recording that on whatever instrument, building a couple of layers on that, and kind of jamming with it, and then seeing if something comes out of that can lead into a new section, then I'll just follow that trend. So it's very explorative, and that's pretty much how I'm doing it. And lyrically, I'm getting sort of ideas as I'm just throughout the day doing other things. Like walking the dog or something, I might be thinking, oh, there's a good idea for a lyric, or some kind of melody comes into my head which starts to form into the idea of or maybe sort of a lyric will come out of that melody or something. The song that I just finished, I actually wanted it to be kind of slow, but it's not really gone that way. It's kind of gone well, I wouldn't say it was a particularly fast song, but it's a lot more energetic and kind of heavy or aggressive than I'd anticipated, and sort of thought that maybe it'll be a calmer sort of song, but it's really not. Well, the hardest thing I think has been the lyrics. That's been the hardest thing to come up with, because musically I get a lot of time where I can just sit and listen and absorb the information and play around with it on whatever instrument and come up with something and go on sort of progressing that way. But lyrics, they're a little bit harder to come by. I find that I have to process a lot to create lyrics. They're something that are quite important to me. I don't like cheesy bad lyrics, so I want them to be, even though the album overall is supposed to be very organic and free flowing, that I don't want the lyrics to suffer because of that. So that's sort of a challenge that I'm facing. Not really, nothing's really changed. My approach is very much the same, and I'm pretty keen on keeping it that way in terms of developing songs through sort of exploration. That seems to be a really important part of this project that I'm really keen to keep with. And thematically, lyrically and everything, it's not really changed. I think maybe topics of songs sort of changed. Like the song that I just finished initially was going to deal with sort of psychosis related to artificial intelligence use, but it's kind of gone more in the direction, well, it's definitely gone more in the direction of being about environmental impacts of AI. So, it's kind of organic in that sense as well, but overall the theme is the same, and my approach to it is pretty much the same. Well, another song, I'm gonna start probably today if I have time, sort of getting some funny sounds or something going for the next song. I just stick into the process that I'm doing, following it and pulling on the thread and seeing where it leads. So that's pretty much it. Well, the use of vocal harmony is something that I'm quite excited about, and excites me creatively. It's something I'm trying to get my head around and develop as a key part of my sound. it's very fun to explore and learn about it, and it's very challenging to get the vocal performances so they sound good and everything. But that's something that I'm excited about sharing, and also hearing what it sounds like in the finished product. It's a dystopian sort of sci-fi apocalyptic setting, I suppose. A lot of the lyrics are amped up things from reality, really, and sort of presented in a science fiction sort of way. And I think musically and sonically, there's a lot of things that sound like some kind of big sci-fi kind of world, I suppose. I think at the center of the album, it's full of frustration, and it's full of probably anger, I would say. All around the sort of the central topic, it is very expressive in that respect. That I'm definitely expressing my opinion and my feelings on the overabundance of technology, and how it's not helping us, but it's beginning to really hinder the way that we live. At the moment, I'd say the question that it's maybe asking is it necessary? Is this amount of technology and the way that it's being used, is it necessary? Is there a better way that it can be used? I suppose that's sort of the question that maybe it's asking. It's kind of a dull thing, actually. It's not anything particularly like, wow, yeah, this is crazy, this is awesome. But it's kind of like, yeah, there we go, there it is. I like that. That's cool. It's got that, when you hear a song that you like and you go, yeah, that's nice. That's what it feels like for me. It's sort of got that exact same feeling that, yeah, let's go with this. This is cool. I like this. Well, I think it's showing that I'm becoming increasingly more aware of the downside of the use of technology. I mean, I used to be quite invested in it in a way, and I used to see it only as a positive thing, social media and things like that. But I think it's becoming more clear generally for everybody that it's not all what it was cracked up to be, and we were maybe sold a lie, or definitely sold a lie in many cases. And I think it's showing my awareness of it, and sort of thoughts that I've had over a couple of years that have maybe developed even more in the last couple of months or last year, I would say. A couple of years ago, I suppose a couple of years ago now, was when I started making music again, or trying to get into making music again. And I wanted, even back then, I wanted to make interesting, weird prog music, but I think I was very much putting barriers up for myself and not allowing myself to just try it and just make music that really inspires you. I was very much in my own way, and now I think a bit more confidence in my ability as a musician has helped. But I think generally I've just kind of figured everything that you've done previously maybe wasn't true to yourself. It wasn't really true to your musical instincts, and now I've gotten out of my own way, and I'm being a lot more true to what I want to do and how I want to express myself. Being as it's a first album, just getting it done and out there, I think is a big step, and I'm excited to get it finished and to kind of move into that step where I can actually release the music and allow people to hear what I'm trying to do.